everybody, and welcome back to another action-packed edition of the United Wrestling Network. I am Dustin Starr. Today's lineup will not disappoint. Here's what to expect. We have remarkable Ryan Rembrandt versus Ashton Starr. Tag team contest between the Rapture and Beef Candy. We have women's division action where Brooke Havoc faces off against Marina Shafir. And in the main event, it's Dvari versus AC Mack. This is the United Wrestling Network, and it is bell time.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Championship Wrestling presented by CarShield. We have an exciting night of wrestling headed your way. But first, one half of tonight's main event, Arya Dvari. Welcome to Championship Wrestling.
Artie, thank you for that introduction. That was very nice. You're right. Tonight, I'm making my debut for Championship Wrestling from Atlanta. But it's not just in any match. It's in the main event. Now, I know what you're thinking, Arya Dvari, of course you're in the main event. A talent of your caliber is always in the main event. But there's a very specific reason why I'm in the main event, because that's where you make the most money. And if I have to spend my free time here in Atlanta, Georgia, then I better be paid accordingly.
Not you saying Atlanta like that. Not you, of all people, saying Atlanta like that. Don't disrespect my city. Don't do that. Don't come here where the headquarters of Lemon Pepper Wings at and talk like that. How about this? Okay. You got your main event tonight, right? You got your big debut tonight, right? One half is what you said, right? So how about that other half be the Mack of all trades? The man that's born and raised right here in Atlanta. A.C. Mack.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for tonight's main event, Arya Dvari versus AC Mack.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Washington, D.C., the star of the show, Ashton Starr.
Dramatic, egotistical, pompous, and vain. The words many use to describe Ashton Starr. But Starr says call him whenever you want as long as you're saying his name. This man lives for the fame.
And his opponent, from Fayetteville, North Carolina, weighing in at 185 pounds, he is remarkable Ryan Rembrandt.
The Rembrandt of the ring, a charming smile, cool, calm, collected as he makes his way. Such prowess from this individual, truly living up to his mantra as the remarkable one in this match against Aaron Starr.
Ryan Rembrandt truly believes that his greatness is that of a previous generation. And what we have here are two competitors who are looking to score their first victory in the United Wrestling Network. Ashton Starr and Ryan Rembrandt, two very motivated individuals. Some would say similar personalities, but Ashton Starr a little more on the egotistical side.
I would say similar goals, similar motives, but I don't see a lot of similarities in the character or personality of Ashton Starr and Ryan Rembrandt. Starr is over the top, always must be seen and heard, at the center of attention. He calls himself the Prince of Petty because, well, as Starr says, no one does petty better.
Well, and you know, I think that even stylistically, Starr is a little bit more, a little bit more forceful, a little more aggressive, a little more unorthodox, whereas Rembrandt's style is a bit more old school, more technical.
Well, there's a little old school for you from Rembrandt.
Rembrandt, someone who is so poised, so cultured.
Whoa, the athleticism here.
Uh-oh.
Rembrandt not letting go of the left leg. Oh!
Turns into a half crab.
That's right, half crab locked in. Ashton Starr fights his way to the bottom rope, and Rembrandt, very effective, very technical early on.
Starfire, Ashton Starr was floundering for a moment.
Oh my, that is a vicious kick. Right to the nose, quick cover by Starr. Rembrandt able to kick out, but Gilbert, you can see Rembrandt really feeling the effects of the kick.
Yeah, you know, Starr calls himself a king of misdirection because opponents often misjudge the fervor of his fight, but this is a competitor who can leave you black and blue, or as Starr likes to call it, in need of a facelift.
Well, right there, he almost came very close to a disqualification, utilizing almost the entire 5 count on the bottom rope as Rembrandt desperately trying to fight back, but another knee right to the midsection.
But could you guys just imagine if Ashton Starr were to be victorious, what would that do to his already overinflated ego?
What a cross body into a cover, and Rembrandt kicks out at 2. Alyssa, that is a very good point.
How much more dangerous would Starfire be with a win under his belt?
I guess one could say that this Starr has a dark streak.
No question about that. Ashton Starr believes himself to be boisterous and beautiful, the prettiest man in Atlanta.
Did you wait, prettiest or pettiest?
Both.
And right now he's in control of Ryan Rembrandt. Both of these men very motivated for their first victory. Who is going to come out on top? Now Rembrandt starting to mount a little bit of offense here on the Starfire. Hold on a second. Oh, big body drop.
Rembrandt muscling up Ashton Starr, using every last bit of his strength.
Rembrandt trying to break the code of Ashton Starr. Has he done it? Into a cover here, shoulders down. Oh, wow, so close. Ashton Starr stays alive.
But Rembrandt stays on top of him. Continuing the offense, but now Starr trying to put a little bit of distance between himself and his opponent.
You can see Starr fighting out of desperation here. Rembrandt was looking to lock in the half crab once again. Oh, wait a minute. Rembrandt once again, very technical suplex to perfection. Rembrandt right into a cover. Starr once again kicks out at 2.
Rembrandt showcasing his technical wrestling skills right there, guys. Putting the 1-2 combination together, grounding the offense of Ashton Starr.
But Rembrandt has to be so careful that he doesn't let the frustrations get to his head. He needs to stay focused and stay on the offense to his opponent.
Oh,
Sheesh.
Good old-fashioned right hand.
well, don't forget it was the kick right to the nose earlier, and now a right hand to the face as Rembrandt could be in deep trouble here. Oh my! Look at the moonsault. Ashton Starr into the cover, and he got it.
Here is your winner, Ashton Starr.
Well, we talked all about the ego of Ashton Starr, but what we just saw right there was the athleticism.
Starr, someone who thirsts for attention, has been a fan of reality television since he was a kid, but he is truly here to prove that his star shines the brightest.
Always smooth, always magnificent. Starfire, Ashton Starr, with his first victory in the United Wrestling Network.
How'd it happen?
She showed up dead on arrival.
This never gets easier.
It does when you call CarShield before your car breaks down. Look at these prices. The camshaft, transmission, engine.
Don't people know? A plan through CarShield could protect up to 5,000 parts and systems.
You hate to see it.
An out-of-warranty car is gonna break down eventually.
Right, which is why they need a plan through CarShield. Those expensive repair bills get paid and at the mechanic of their choice. They're notifying the family.
Poor guy, he doesn't even know what's coming.
Another victim of senselessly expensive repair bills. Can't save them all.
But we can keep trying. Didn't have to end this way. If he'd have just called CarShield before his car broke down.
Exactly.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantee. Call CarShield now. Call 800-461-2347.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling presented by CarShield. And as you can tell, I'm being joined by the United Wrestling Network television champion Levi Shapiro and Howdy Price. And I bet you two are real proud of yourselves after going 2-0 in competition, although just like always, there were shenanigans involved.
Oh, come on, Dustin. Shenanigans, you want to call it like that? Let's call it like it really is. That's just how the cookie crumbles. And let me tell you, when Howdy Price and timeless Levi Shapiro finally entered center stage on our own terms, it was a match made in heaven, and the aura feels great. Ain't that right, Howdy?
It sure does, champ. We put some glitz, glamour, and gold in this podunk town, and you know what? You should be thanking us. You should be thanking us. They all should be thanking the United Television Champion, Levi Shapiro, and the charger bull with the golden horns, Howdy Price, for finally bringing something here that is worth watching. And you know what? We're going to do it again and again, because there is no stopping the charging bull with the golden horns and the iron claw with the golden grip. Howdy!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's head back to ringside.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 400 pounds, the team of Jay Sky, Richard King, the Rapture.
Rapture back in action on Championship Wrestling. The question is, why did they choose to get involved and get a better look of the Tate twins and infamy a couple of weeks ago? They have given no answers thus far.
We've talked about the tag team turmoil, the tension within the division. I think that the Rapture just needed a closer look at the situation to stake their claim at possibly United World Tag Team Gold.
It's mind games. Scout the competition.
And their opponents, from the Candyland Castle, at a total combined weight of 418 pieces of rock candy, they are the team of Everlasting Richie Slade, Flex McCallion. They are Beef Candy.
You know, there are great combinations in life. You know, there's cereal and milk. There's peanut butter and jelly. Then there's beef and candy. And for the life of me, I can't figure out if it works or not, but I feel like it works.
Gilbert, have you ever enjoyed a piece of beef candy? I have not had the pleasure.
I cannot say that I have.
Well, you talk about the tag team division in the United Wrestling Network. Jay Sky and Richard King wasting no time going to work on beef candy. The bell is rung. We are officially underway.
Flex McCallion has his work cut out for him. A numbers game by the looks of it, as both Richard King and Jay Sky are in the ring.
Oh my God. Vicious double team here, and now a senton, and well, Jay Sky and Richard King, a quick advantage before the bell, now a cover, and Flex McCallion kicks out.
And while the Rapture is new to Championship Wrestling, they are in the ring with Beef Candy, newer as a tag team. About a year they've been together, but both individual, Richard Slade and Flex McCallion, mainstays in the United Wrestling Network.
We've seen.
Whoa. Hold on a second.
Hold on.
And Richie Slade with a leg drop. What a double team that was, into a cover and a kick out.
Gilbert, you talk about the history of beef candy. I mean, Slade himself has been seen throughout the United Wrestling Network, from Arizona to Hollywood to now in Atlanta. And you got to think of what kind of message Beef Candy wants to send to the roster here.
Ooh. Athleticism there by Slade, another cover, and don't forget Richie Slade, also a former Hollywood Heritage champion.
But I wonder if partnering up with Flex McCallion maybe brought out some of the sweeter side of
Tag. Well, Flex McCallion, known as the Beef Lord, at least according to Flex.
No, is Flex the beef or the candy?
He's the Lord of beef.
I think that Flex is the beef, Slade would be the candy, but wait a minute, doesn't Flex carry out the candy? I don't know. Either way, both of them told me that together they are massively succulent.
Looked like a tag there. Flex McCallion did not see it, and now the Rapture double team. A kick to the rock-solid Flex McCallion, and just like that, the Rapture in control.
Listen, we asked the question about what's the issue between the Tate Twins and the Rapture. I think it's because as teams, they're kind of similar. They have precision, high-octane offense, good tag team maneuvering. When I look at these four young men, these two teams, I see a lot of similarities. And I think it could have been simple jealousy, competition and jealousy.
I mean, certainly the Tates have been lauded since they got here, have really been celebrated in the United Wrestling Network, and maybe the Rapture felt like they had to scrap a little bit more.
Oh, that very well may be, and now the Rapture slicing the ring in half. Another quick tag, following a high knee to the face of Flex McCallion, and the attack continues by the Rapture.
The no escape, and will Flex McCallion be able to make her way out?
With the bridge into the cover, shoulders down, and Flex McCallion with the powerful right shoulder, finding a way to keep Beef Candy in this match.
The Rampage thought they had that one finished.
And now right to the throat.
Slade looks about ready to get himself into this match and take Flex McCallion back to the safety of Gaines pasture.
And
now
if you're the Bodega right now, what are you thinking with the competition that is now flooding into championship wrestling in the tag team division?
Well, the Bodega believes that they will be champions forever, regardless of who challenges them next. But every single match in the United Wrestling Network Tag Team Division, it holds a lot of weight. There's a lot of teams vying for that opportunity, as Flex McCallion desperately trying to get back to Richie Slade.
Jay Sky on the assault here with Flex McCallion. Sky 6'1", 210, 25 years old. This team known all over the Southeast for winning championships and holding them a long time. That is their goal in championship wrestling.
A double axe handle to both Sky and King.
Flex has something else. Yeah, Flex has something else to say, Johnny.
Got it.
About the Rampage's plans on championships here in championship wrestling.
A tag into Richie Slade, and now right hands to both Sky and King.
Slade ready to take any offense that comes his way.
A Slade blade. But now Richard King going to work, but Richie Slade, oh my God. The agile Richie Slade right into a cover here. That could be it. No.
Slade trying to tell the love story when face meets canvas.
And a tag
Sometimes
back
love
into
hurts. Sometimes love hurts, Alyssa.
But if Beef Candy can pull out a victory, won't it be sweet?
Whoa, now the powerhouse, Flex McCallion, has Richard King on his shoulder. What the hell is going on now?
We got more guests.
Oh!
More guests at ringside.
Infamy now. A distraction. Richie Slade sent to the outside. Now Flex McCallion all by himself. Another tag back into Jay Sky. Oh, this could be the beginning of the end for Beef Candy.
There it is. 5-1 in the chamber for the Rapture.
And Sky into the cover, and the Rapture vanquish Beef Candy.
Here are your winners, the Rapture.
Right in the face of Joesa and Robin
Well, very murky waters in the tag team division, but nonetheless, the Rapture victorious tonight.
An impressive showing by Beef Candy, but I guess it just wasn't sweet victory for them.
Oh!
Not to the candy, come on.
More questions and answers in the tag team division, but Jay Sky, Richard King walking out with the W tonight.
This is Marty Bell backstage with another exciting debut tonight. Brooke Havoc, welcome to Championship Wrestling.
Thank you. You know, it's been a rough 6-month journey, but what matters is that I'm here now. And let me sum it all up for you. Power is a response to a need, not a desire, which is why I want the best any promotion has to offer. I don't want a tune-up match. I want somebody who's gonna challenge me, bring out new heights that I wouldn't be able to discover in my own training. I didn't drive 2,500 miles across the country to shake hands and gain experience. I came out here to become the best professional wrestler that I could become. And I will prove that starting here at Championship Wrestling for Atlanta. Havoc is here.
Stay tuned for her debut.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from San Jose, California, Brooke, Havoc!
My friends, Havoc is here. This is someone who takes her training so seriously, someone who is looking to not even reestablish herself, but establish herself after an injury sidelined her for a longer time than she had actually even started her career.
And her opponent, from Moldova, she is the problem, Marina Shafir.
Our second time. Sorry, Johnny. It's our second time seeing the Supernova from Moldova here in Championship Wrestling. The first time an impressive outing where she gained victory. Many will recognize her from NXT or maybe the MMA world as one of the 4 horsewomen of MMA.
A very intriguing matchup we have here. Brooke Havoc, like you mentioned, Alyssa, coming back from reconstructive knee surgery just as her career was starting to take off. And she's living by the moniker of Havoc is here, almost as a bit of motivation for herself. And she is not backing down from the overpowering Marina Shafir early on.
Shafir, the problem, someone that is so calculated, so laser focused that you got.
Oh my!
Oh, uh-oh. Spilled out to ringside.
How about that look?
Wow.
What does that face say to you guys?
I think Marina Shafir a little bit impressed thus far at Brooke Havoc.
She's saying, okay.
Oh, look at Brooke Havoc wasting no time and all jumping right on Marina Shafir. Very wise there, because you know the technical prowess of Marina Shafir.
And the power of Shafir alone. Brooke Havoc knows she has to stay on top of Shafir.
We saw Shafir, oh my! And this is what Brooke Havoc needs to rely on. Her quickness, her elusiveness, and wow, a powerful strike in the corner.
Unrelenting offense from Havoc, but no, Shafir able to shake her off.
Well, Marina Shafir is as technical, is as precise as it gets, and you can see, case in point, look at the judo throw. Look at the velocity there, right into a cover. Ooh, Havoc kicks out at 2.
Just barely, my God.
Well, Marina Shafir has taken quick control of this matchup, much like she did against Cassandra Golden just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Shafir began training judo when she was 6 years old and started competing at a high level in the sport when she was 12. From there, she transitioned as an adult into MMA and then melded this hybrid style into professional wrestling. Bottom line, the Supernova is a problem. She is a dangerous competitor.
Havoc has a problem to the lumbar spine, a backbreaker there, and it's impossible to not become a lethal weapon when you sit under the learning tree of the likes of Ronda Rousey and Josh Barnett, and now a knee to the rib cage.
Brooke Havoc is in agony. I mean, thinking about the frustration, so many opportunities that were presented to her that unfortunately she wasn't able to take advantage of due to her injury. Well, quick roll up.
Into a cover here, Brooke Havoc may have her. What an upset that would have been.
Wow.
Marina Shafir able to power out and wasting no time, a kick right back to the midsection.
Guys, I'm impressed with Havoc's fight.
Oh, we just heard the words of Marina Shafir. Not today! She calls that the Tega Mama into the cover, and Marina Shafir remains undefeated.
Here is your winner, Marina Shafir.
Johnny, not only does Marina Shafir remain here, she remains a problem.
A spirited and gritty effort from Brooke Havoc, but once again, Marina Shafir with perfect execution with her damaging and dangerous arsenal on display. The problem, victorious once again. Well, the United Wrestling Network is on notice. Wait, what? Why is Zicky Dice here? Again, why is Zicky Dice here?
You think we know? Zicky tends to do what he wants.
This segment's gonna set me back about $25,000, seeing as it's now sponsored by outlandish Zicky Dice. But I'm gonna give one lucky person here the chance of a lifetime.
What?
To pin outlandish Zicky Dice and win $5,000 out of my fanny pack. Who wants the challenge?
He wants
Who here thinks they can pin me in the middle of this ring?
What?
You!
$5,000 in the fanny pack?
Zicky Dice is
You
issuing
drinking the
a-
soda! You're perfect. Get in here.
What?
Come on in. You're the lucky winner. Come on, make some noise for him.
Zicky Dice
Make
has
some noise
chosen
for him.
someone from the audience.
Wait a minute,
Did he sign a waiver?
Come on up the stairs now.
No, guys, don't do this.
Let's get a referee on out here, please.
Wait, hold on. This is how Zicky Dice wants to make his debut in the ring here? I mean,
Come on here.
Dice
Come on
is a
here.
trained professional
What's your
wrestler.
name, young man?
My name is Trip Jordy.
Trip Jordan. Trip Jordan. How old are you, Trip?
I'm 17 years old.
oh my.
That's a liability.
You're 18 years old.
Yes, I'm 18. Yes, 18 years old.
Are your parents here tonight?
No, no, sir. They unfortunately have passed.
Both your parents are dead.
Yes, sir.
Outlandish. Well, since they can't be here tonight, all I gotta do is have you sign this waiver and we can get things going. All you have to do is pin outlandish Zicky Dice for 3 seconds and you win $5,000.
Sounds good. Easy money. Let's get it.
Make some noise for Trent!
So wait, let me get this right.
This is a bad idea. It's got bad written all over it. Is he 17 or 18? He doesn't have parents. What? This is a liability.
He is an asterisk 18-year-old who is about to challenge Zicky Dice, and if he pins him for 3 seconds, he gets $5,000 out of the $16,000 fanny pack.
Either way, it's like,
Oh no.
Oh no!
the kid can't even grow facial hair.
And just like that, oh, come on, Zicky.
Zicky!
Pin him.
He's just a boy.
I can't believe we have a ref in there for this.
Well, the legalities are out of the way, and Zicky Dice, oh my God, what a trip.
Where did he learn that?
The drop kick by Trip. Oh God, Zicky Dice, a vicious
End it.
clothesline
End
into
it.
the cover.
Thank you.
And he has ended it.
Gosh. You've won the match.
This is ridiculous.
So let me ask, was this Zicky Dice's way of getting himself more TV time?
Obviously.
Picking on a kid?
Oh!
Hold on.
Oh!
We got company. Logan Creed.
Well, Zicky Dice may be outlandish, but Logan Creed is monstrous.
This is my show.
Very interesting development here.
Nice match. Спасибо.
How'd it happen?
She showed up dead on arrival.
This never gets easier.
It does when you call Car Shield before your car breaks down. Look at these prices. The camshaft, transmission, engine.
Don't people know? A plan through Car Shield could protect up to 5,000 parts and systems.
You hate to see it.
An out-of-warranty car is gonna break down eventually.
Right, which is why they need a plan through Car Shield. Those expensive repair bills get paid and at the mechanic of their choice. They're notifying the family.
Poor guy. He doesn't even know what's coming.
Another victim of senselessly expensive repair bills. Can't save them all.
But we can keep trying. Didn't have to end this way. If he'd have just called Car Shield before his car broke down.
Exactly.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantee. Call Car Shield now. Call 800-461-2347.
We are inching ever closer to our main event tonight, the United Television Championship on the line. But right now, we're going to take a look at some other action within the United Wrestling Network.
If Peter Avalon, he's nodding affirmatively, the shot is on the line and history might repeat itself. Tim Storm, if you recall, came out last week and said, don't make the mistake that I made. You see the power on display. Tim Storm had a rematch coming his way with champion Nick Aldis. He put it on the line against Josephus. He lost that title shot in an empty arena matchup.
Yeah.
Is Avalon going to make the same mistake here in his hometown in Arizona?
Well, I think Tim Storm just won the psychological edge there because apparently whoever wins this will get that shot against the national treasure, Nick Aldis.
Well, either way, we've got a huge title match coming our way. The quickness on display by Avalon, though, ducking the punches and bunches and answering in kind. But he gets trucked there by Storm.
One thing PPA does not want to do is trade right hands with Tim Storm. And you know, Todd, you mentioned him being the former NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. I think the word former is the most hated word in the vocabulary of Tim Storm. That title was his lifeblood for well over a calendar year. And now he has become a lot more violent and a lot more aggressive, and I can't blame him.
Well, we've talked about that darker side of Tim Storm. Don't tell me he's looking for a superplex to the outside. My goodness.
Oh, no, that's dangerous. Look out.
This could be potentially career-threatening. Oh, and Avalon out the back door. Tim Storm hit hard, and Avalon, ever the opportunist, will try and take control of this matchup.
Oh, wait a minute.
Too much power. Storm goes for the cover. And why not? Because if Tim Storm wins this matchup, he gets that title shot.
No doubt. That was a beautiful counter. You saw Peter Avalon go for the crossbody, and Tim Storm caught him. And once again, look at the power there.
Whole lot of authority with that butterfly suplex. A reinvigorated Tim Storm who came here to do the right thing. He was an ambassador with Storm for the National Wrestling Alliance when he carried the 10 pounds of gold. He is still. He came here to do the right thing and replace Nick Aldis, but now he might just earn himself a title shot in the process.
And I'm definitely not going to argue with you there. Tim Storm is the NWA. Of course, you mentioned he did lose the empty arena match to Josephus, and he has not forgotten about it. He still has his sights set on Josephus, but right now his focus is solely on Peter Avalon. Great roll up here.
Avalon trying to steal one there. Super kick. Storm, the veteran, to the outside where he can maybe get back in control of his faculties, but no rest for the wicked. Right in our laps. Suicide dive by Avalon. Don't get yourself disqualified. Don't squander your opportunity.
Oh, wait, another low blow. Oh, my God, he rolls him up.
Oh, not this way. The inside cradle, too. And that was close, and Tim Storm digging down deep to kick out, but my goodness. The deck has been stacked here in the backyard of Avalon, who's used every dirty trick in the book.
And they are all going below the waist. Peter Avalon is a desperate man. Wait, speaking of which, look who's got the chair now.
Oh, the mood changed.
Oh, God! That's got to be a DQ. And it is.
Storm snapping.
Oh.
The dark side of Tim Storm indeed as we await the official word.
I mean,
and this Arizona crowd saying one more time, well, they're getting a whole lot more than that, and so is Avalon. Storm is absolutely snapped. Look at the look in his eyes.
That is far from a perfect storm. This is a hurricane. I mean, Tim Storm has lost it.
He's lost it all right. He's lost his opportunity again at the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship as he continues to absolutely waylay producer Peter Avalon.
Todd, that could have been PPA's strategy the entire time, and if so, look, it just paid off. He got the win.
I'll tell you who's to blame for all this is Josephus. That's the mind state.
Okay, come on. You have to put some of the blame on Tim Storm.
I'm putting on Josephus. Josephus is the one that sent Storm down this path.
He's a former champion. He needs to learn how to control himself. Yes, PPA may have introduced a chair. Bottom line is he didn't use it. Tim Storm did.
Avalon caught him with low blows multiple times in the matchup, Johnny LaQuasto. At some point, you got to fight fire with fire. Now, we mentioned the official would allow
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner as a result of a disqualification, producer Peter Avalon.
Well, I sure hope those chair shots felt good for Tim Storm because he just lost his shot at the NWA World's Heavyweight title.
7. For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all, for every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
The following contest is your main event of the evening, set for one fall. Introducing first from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 190 pounds, the Persian Lion, Arya Dvari.
He is flashy, he is entitled, he is scheming, and he is one of the absolute best. He is Arya Dvari, making his debut in, of course, a main event.
Title is putting it lightly. This man demanded first-class tickets. I mean, getting to the venue, I think he wanted an Uber black car. There were just like so many. The list goes on.
Nothing but the best.
And his opponent, born and raised in the swats of Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Mack of all trades, AC Mack.
Well, to kick off the show tonight, we saw Arya Dvari talk trash about the city of Atlanta, and AC Mack was not going to stand for it. And here we have a tremendous main event, first time ever, AC Mack, the Persian Lion, Arya Dvari.
Yeah, Mack straight out of the SWAT, Southwest Atlanta Territories. Amun-Ra Cordell, that's the AC in AC Mack. Amun-Ra is the Egyptian sun god, and Mack believes the light tonight is shining on his career. He certainly has a bright opportunity squaring off against Dvari.
Safe to say, Melissa, Atlanta firmly behind AC Mack.
Oh, 110%, especially when you have someone with the brash personality of Arya Dvari. I mean, someone that I think got his own personal flight attendant to, you know, cater to his every whim on the plane.
Didn't you say that he had to fly for first class? I heard he demanded 2 tickets so nobody could sit in the row with him.
That's a guarantee.
That's so like him. But look at that cocky personality, the confidence, just oozing out the pores of Arya Dvari.
Well, personality aside, Arya Dvari, incredibly dangerous and aggressive striker, also a technician in the ring, and that's one of the reasons why he's traveled the world and he's won everywhere he's been.
Arya Dvari is motivated by one thing and one thing only, and I think we know what it is, money. In fact, I was told that he sees his opponent as nothing more than a dollar sign, as a paycheck, and as a means to an end. That's why he primarily wants to fight, only wants to fight in high-dollar main events.
That's exactly what he said to kick off the show. He said, I wanted to be in the main event. That's where the money is. And no matter who his opponent, he was going to score a victory. AC Mack stepped up, and here we are right now, Dvari in control.
Dvari in control, and it's something about, you know, when you have a lot of money, you just want more money. You want to hang on to the money you have. So it makes sense that he's. Oh wait!
High impact cross body, quick cover. Dvari kicks out.
One of the things you may notice looking at Dvari is he looks like he may have gained a little bit of weight from his 205 Live days. Oh, turnabout is fair play here?
Absolutely is.
I understand that Dvari spent his 90 days after separating from the WWE hiring the best trainers so he could bulk up and compete outside of light heavyweight and cruiserweight divisions.
Well, right now we're seeing the quick strikes of AC Mack, now a double knee. Oh my!
Holy!
Talk about a combination. AC Mack wasting no time, right into a cover. Dvari kicks out at 2. When we talk about how dangerous Arya Dvari is, we're looking at the arsenal here of AC Mack. He is rapid fire.
And there certainly is something to be said for the overall vibe here at center stage, firmly behind AC Mack. I don't know if Arya Dvari could care less what the crowd here in Atlanta thinks of him, but it's certainly motivating AC Mack.
I guarantee Dvari doesn't care, but AC Mack continues the creative offensive assault, and now another cover, knee across the throat. Dvari kicks out.
You know, Mack told me it's all about his legacy. He is defiant at times and determined to be remembered at all costs. He's very crafty in the ring, explosive with his offensive arsenal.
Not to mention very elusive, very quick, and very resolute. AC Mack has been waiting to make his debut, and he is making the most of it right now with a battery of right hands to the head of Arya Dvari. Oh, look out!
For good measure.
AC Mack is impressive thus far. Perhaps Arya Dvari underestimating his opponent. Boom!
Tremendous.
Flying back elbow right into a cover, center of the ring. Dvari once again powers out.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
Some have described AC Mack as the fastest rising star, one of the fastest rising stars throughout the Southeast.
And something
I gotta wonder how a match like this versus Arya Dvari can raise his stock in our industry.
You're incredibly right about that. This is someone, Arya Dvari, such tenure, such a career. But AC Mack also someone that is very confident, and like Arya Dvari, has earned the right to be confident.
Right now we're seeing the intelligence of Arya Dvari. There are no timeouts, clearly. But Dvari taking the time to collect himself, and Dvari pulling the rug out, literally, from under AC Mack. And now Dvari looking to continue the attack. And head first into the post.
Veteran.
Arya Dvari has just established firm control of this matchup. Can AC Mack find a way back in the fight?
It's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. Call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. We offer 24/7 service and always free delivery and confidential packaging. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
We are back in our main event, Championship Wrestling presented by CarShield. Arya Dvari has remained the offensive onslaught on AC Mack following the use of the Persian rug and AC Mack's face crashing into the post. And Alyssa, this is the vicious side of Arya Dvari that has led him to so much success.
You know, Dvari is someone that is so entitled and is used to looking down his nose at others. And I think he is very much satisfied with the walloping that he is giving AC Mack here in the ring.
And of course, Arya Dvari, his taunting is often as loud as his strikes. And now, Gilbert, slowly and methodically starting to wear down AC Mack.
Right before the break, in that momentum-shifting moment, when Dvari pulled the rug literally out from underneath Mack's feet and then followed it up with smashing his head into the post, I said that was a veteran maneuver. He was a thinking man's wrestler at that moment because he completely stopped the press.
Right into a cover goes Dvari. AC Mack with every ounce of momentum able to kick out.
Dvari completely stopped the press of AC Mack. He took control of this matchup and started making Mack fight his game.
I think this is there's definitely a piece of Arya Dvari, like you said, saw AC Mack is nothing more than a dollar sign, nothing more than a payday in this main event bout. But, I mean, I think Arya is realizing he needs to take this competition a little more seriously.
Listen, I call Arya Dvari like the Floyd Mayweather of professional wrestling. Money. Nickname Money.
And right now, a submission locked in. All the force on the neck of AC Mack. And hold on a second. AC Mack going for a backslide here. Arya Dvari, though, much too powerful. Oh, look out. Oh!
Great minds think alike.
Double clothesline. Dvari down. AC Mack on his back.
That was like a head-on collision with two semis on the freeway. And the referee is laying in the count. Who's gonna be the first to get to their feet?
I don't know how dazed and confused these competitors are, but if AC Mack can hear the crowd here in Atlanta chanting his name, it might help to get him bolstered, his spirits.
Again, Mack is all South, proud of being from the South, and will constantly remind anyone listening how great it truly is.
And look at the cluster of right hands from AC Mack. Looking for a second win here. Bit of a bounce back. And oh, wow. AC Mack, a shot to the throat. Enziguri. Dvari all the way to the outside. And now AC Mack looking to turn on the afterburners through the second rope. A tope taking down Dvari. Oh, but Mack's not done.
He's not done.
No, no.
And again.
Look at Mack taking the fight here to Arya Dvari, guys.
You talk about a shift of momentum. AC Mack looking to finish off Dvari. Has he just done it into a cover, and Dvari is still in the matchup.
AC Mack is just such a flurry of energy. It's just bounding all over the ring, out to ringside. You can't contain the fighting spirit of AC Mack.
Nitro. I see this young man in the ring, and the word that comes to mind is nitro. He has got reserves that he can tap into and just explode.
Well, don't discount the fact that Arya Dvari is as motivated as he's ever been, and he wants to win his debut, much like AC Mack. And what a battle this has been!
Neckbreaker.
Now Dvari looking to capitalize on the neckbreaker. This could be the beginning of the end. DDT!
Spiked!
Dvari hooks the leg, and he's got him. No! Wow!
Oh my! What a main event!
Dvari looking absolutely flabbergasted. The Pepsi twist puts people away and leaves them laying.
The will, the guts, the drive, the desire, the fortitude, the grit that we are seeing in this contest from these two competitors. Guys, it's something special.
But AC Mack may not have much left. After the Pepsi twist, is Dvari looking to put away Mack. Oh, look out. Oh, no.
Sleeper, sleeper.
Dvari has it locked in. Center of the ring, AC desperately trying to get to the rope, and he does. Oh, wait. And he does.
Does he? Can he? Wait a minute, he's not there.
He is fingertips away from the rope.
And it's an awkward position that the sleeper is in here.
AC Mack is fading. And you see the...
No.
The joy in the face of Arya Dvari. He's a second away from a victory here in the main event.
One more time.
AC Mack is still alive.
But for how long? That remains the question. AC Mack out of desperation, sending Dvari back into the corner.
Oh, you can see the exhaustion written all over both of these guys' faces.
This has become a battle of attrition between Dvari and AC Mack. And now a vicious boot.
Oh, no. Arya Dvari channeling the fly, chic fly. Is he going to look for that magic carpet ride?
About to be, but hold on, AC Mack.
Nitro.
Oh.
Remember what I said? Nitro. Out of nowhere.
His reserves have reserves.
An explosive Enziguri. Can AC Mack find a way to put down Dvari? A power bomb.
Mack, is that it?
He's got the cover. Oh, no.
Not
Wow.
yet.
AC Mack didn't have enough to hook the leg and left Dvari open to get the shoulder up.
AC Mack just struggling to find the energy to even drape an arm over his opponent.
You saw Mack's face there. That was regret and disbelief. But now Mack is going for Mack 10.
Dvari had that scouted. And now super kick connects.
Oh my gosh.
Jaw adjustment.
And now it might be time for the Sheik to fly as he's wasting no time. Heading up for the Persian splash. Got it.
Sky's the limit on a magic carpet ride.
Good night, AC Mack.
No,
oh,
wait,
second.
wait.
He's got him. Shoulders
AC
down.
Mack.
AC Mack got him.
Wow.
Here is your winner, AC Mack!
AC Mack using the momentum following the Persian splash and got Arya Dvari's shoulders down for a count of 3. Are you kidding me? Arya can't believe it. Quite possibly the biggest victory of his career. AC Mack victorious over Arya Dvari in our main event tonight. We'll see you next week on Championship Wrestling.